One, starring Dwayne Johnson. It's sure to be a box office hit. It's practically on lock. Well, judging by his cinematic past, Red One will most likely sink like a rock.
And here we go. Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new, welcome. Grab a seat, stay a while. Do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you are one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment because YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all social media. Speaking of social media, check the links down below in the description. My Instagram and X, you can find me there. Also, check out the link to that Joker Voice merch store. Get yourself some pretty cool stuff. Okay, Red One, filmed by Amazon MGM Studios, has hit theaters this past weekend. Film stars Chris Evans, J.K. Simmons, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who is also a producer through his production company, Seven Bucks Productions. Normally, I would not care about this until GQ came out with this Entertainer of the Year. Really? Have people forgotten the massive box office failures? Well, I, for one, haven't. And I'm here to remind you, and since I haven't made this type of video in quite some time, it would be fun to look back at some of his recent cinematic gems strictly by the numbers.
And here we go.
Okay, so before we get started, do a quick refresher on just how these box office numbers work. Now, that big number you hear at the end of how much a movie made at the box office, that's not what the studio brings home. Studios rent out the movies to the movie theater chains, and they keep a percentage back. Now, in the domestic market, which is the United States and Canada, studio keeps about 55%. On the international market, they keep about 43%. And in China, they keep about 25%. Now, without getting into all the major nerdy math, for the sake of this video, we're just going to say the studio brings back 50%. They bring back half. And then you have the total cost of what it costs to get these films out there. There's the production budget that is stated, and then you've got the global print and advertising, which is the marketing. You add these two together, and you've got the total price tag for a major motion picture. Now, when you take the price tag out of what the studio brought back from the box office, you can determine if a movie is profitable or not. Now, thankfully, I'm not going to take you all the way back to the Scorpion King. You're welcome. But we're just going to go back to his last two films where Dwayne Johnson was a lead actor and not part of an ensemble cast. So anything from the Fast and Furious and Jumanji. So we're going to go back to 2021's Jungle Cruise from the Walt Disney Company. The stated production budget was around $200 million. Then we go to the marketing. For a movie like this, Disney would spend maybe $100 to $200 million to market his film. This is kind of a guesstimate. I go right down the middle. giving us about a total price tag, marketing, and production of approximately $350 million. Now, the opening weekend, domestically, United States and Canada, Jungle Cruise racked up just over $35 million. For those of you playing the home version, that's not good. So its total box office, global box office, was a whopping $210,469,803. Walt Disney Company gets half of that. So we're looking at $105,234,901. Take out the price tag of this film, that 350 million, you can see where this is going. This results in a $244,765,099 loss.
That's a lot of money.
But I'm pretty sure the next film is going to do way better.
Uh huh. Sure.
So that brings us to 2022 and Dwayne's attempt at the superhero genre with the box office smash hit Black Adam from Warner Brothers. It was a smash hit, right?
Yeah, not so much.
Total price tag of this film, a production budget of $200 million, factor in about a marketing budget of about 150, and again, you're looking at a $350 million price tag. Opening weekend, domestically, came out to $67,004,323. A lot better than Jungle Cruise, still not good. The total box office for Black Adam came out to $390,455,088. Warner Brothers brings back $195,225,544. Take out that $350 million price tag, and we have a $154,772,456 loss.
Ouch.
So, just for some context here, Dwayne Johnson's last two films combined have lost their respective studios a combined $399,537,555.
That's a lot of money.
Now, what makes this even funnier is Dwayne actually tried to take over DC Films, part of Warner Brothers, by going over the studio executives' heads and going straight to the Warner Brothers Discovery CEO, David Zaslav himself. I wonder how that meeting went and what Zaslav's reaction was. So let's take a look at Red One from Amazon MGM Studios. Now, at the time of recording, all the information I have is the total price tag and the domestic opening box office weekend. This is more than enough information to make an educated guess on this film's eventual outcome. Now, I saw this tweet here stating that the production budget is north of $250 million. I've since seen other things confirming this. The numbers has it at $200 million. So just for the sake of consistency, we're going to go with that number, which will bring this total price tag to, again, just like the other two films, around $350 million. Right now, the opening box office weekend is $34,073,448.
Yikes!
Wow. That's worse than the opening weekend for the Jungle Cruise. So, unless this film gets massive word of mouth, this will be yet another box office flop for the entertainer of the year.
Duh.
And going back to this GQ puff piece, interview, the opening of this thing says that the biggest movie star in the world, debatable, is trying to do, quote, something entirely new. vanish. End quote.
You can't be serious.
Who's he kidding? I mean, after this press tour for Red 1, he's got another one for Moana 2. Next year, he's got his Oscar bait film, The Smashing Machine. The year after that, the live action version of Moana, not to mention all the appearances in regards with the WWE, and of course, being involved with WrestleMania. Vanish? Hardly. But, Dwayne, baby, Rocky, if this is really what you want to do, I have some advice for you.
Just go away. Go away, please.
Seriously, no one cares.
Trust me, you won't be missed. But these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Be sure to check me out on Wednesday for Wednesday Night is Overbooked, talking with the guys about the current state of the WWE going into the next premium live event. Well, yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that. And I will see you folks all very soon. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a wonderful week ahead of you. And always fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Doodles.
I'd say you better subscribe or we'll bash in some skulls, right?